Hi guys, I am Maria Guadalupe Rodriguez and this is our homework, the grammar YouTuber with my classmate Jose Armando Berrios. Activity 1. Type of phrases. Noun phrases, verb phrases, adjective phrases, and adverb phrases. Noun phrases. Noun phrases is a group of words that includes a noun at its head. The noun is the main word in the phrase and other words give information about it. Verb phrases are phrases that contain a verb and any linking verbs or modifiers. Is everything that comes after the subject. It is a combination of the main verb and all of the attached auxiliaries. Adjective phrases are more than just collections of words with adjective. It is a collection of words that serve as an adjective in a sentence by describing a noun or pronouns. Adverb phrases are a group of words that modify the verb of sentences, indicating where, when, or how the action was done. Number 1. The old man of the store gave me a candy. The old man of the store is a noun phrase acting as a subject. Gave me is the verb of the sentence, and a candy is the noun phrase acting as the direct object. Number 2. My mother will go to the movies with my father. Will go is the verbal phrase. Will is an auxiliary verb. My mother and my father are compound subject. Mom and dad will go to watch a movie. Number 3. Our parents have not bought a new house. The verb phrase is have not bought, and our parents is a possessive determiner because it's telling us who, and this verb phrase indicates that a specific action has not occurred up until now. Number 4. The expensive and delicate ring was sold yesterday. Expensive and delicate are the adjective of the sentence. It's describing how the ring is. Ring is the noun. Was sold is the verb in past tense. Number 5. The athletes ran very fast in the marathon. The adverb phrase is very fast. The verb here is run in simple past tense. They were running rapidly.
Hello guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And in this video, I'm gonna explain to you the activity number 3, one of the 3 activities that we had assigned for this week in the subject English Grammar 1. I introduce myself. My name is Orlando Rios, and I am studying a technical degree in English in University Gerardo Barrios in El Salvador. Uh, In this video, we're going to be talking about the simple subject and simple predicate and compound subject and compound predicate. And before we start with examples, the most important about this video is to know some examples about this topic. But before we go to the examples, we're gonna be reading some definitions about these topics. Well, the first definition say a simple subject is the noun that acts as the subject of a sentence without any extra words like articles of adjectives or adjectives. In other words, when we talk about a simple subject, We're talking about just one subject in a sentence. Don't forget it. We're talking about one subject in a simple subject. And when we talk a simple predicate, we're talking about uh, a basic word or words that explain what a specific action the subject is, of a sentence is doing. In other words, when we talk about a simple predicate, we're talking about just one action that the subject is doing. And we're gonna continue to the next definitions. A compound subject says that is a grammatical construction that consists of two or more nouns, pronouns, or noun phrases that act as the subject of a sentence. The subjects are usually connected by a conjunction like "and" or "or". In other words, when we talk about a compound subject, we are talking about two or more subjects in a sentence. Don't forget it. Two or more subjects in a sentence. And we're gonna talk about a compound predicate. A compound predicate says that is when a subject performs more than one action and the actions are represented by two or more verbs. The verbs are joined by a conjunction, such as "and" or. Don't forget this. When we talk about a compound predicate, we're talking about two or more actions that a subject of a sentence is doing. And when we talk about a compound subject, we're talking about um, two or more subjects in a sentence. Okay, guys, after reading these definitions, we're gonna see some examples. This is the main part of this activity, to make some examples about these topics. For the first sentence, we have to make a sentence using a simple subject and a simple predicate. This is a very easy example, guys. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, the first example that I have for this kind of sentence is the next. My car is green. Very, very easy. We're talking about my car, one subject, simple subject, and what we're talking about my car, we are talking that my car is green. This is a simple subject, my car, and a simple predicate. This is a very easy example. Okay, guys, let's continue to the next sentence. We're gonna make a sentence using a simple predicate and a compound subject. And my example for this is the next. My mom and me went to the park. This is a very easy example about a compound subject and a simple predicate. And we're talking about my mom and me. We are using uh, more than one subject in this sentence, my mom and me. And what are we talking about, my mom and me? We're talking that we went to the park. And this is a very easy example of a compound subject and and a simple predicate. We're gonna go to the next example. For the next example, we're gonna use um, a simple subject and a compound predicate. For this example, I have the next sentence. My mom is cleaning and listening to music at the same time. Another very easy example. Can you guys identify the subject here? Of course, my mom. The subject here is my mom. This is a simple subject because we are talking about just one subject in this sentence. And what is my mom doing here? My mom is cleaning and listening to music at the same time. This is a very easy example of simple subject, my mom, and a compound predicate. In a compound predicate, we are using two verbs. We are using cleaning and listening. In general, we are talking about two actions that the simple subject, in this case my mom, is doing in this sentence. Okay, we continue to the next sentence. For the next sentence, we have to use a simple sentence uh, with a compound subject and a compound predicate. For this example, I have the next sentence. My cousin and me goes and have dinner at a Mexican restaurant. Who loves the Mexican food? Of course I do. It's very delicious. Tacos are one of my favorite dishes. I love Mexican food. This sentence is very delicious for me. You can see here a compound subject because we're talking about uh, more than one subject. What's the subject here? My cousin and me. Two subjects here. And what we are talking about, my cousin and me, we're talking about that we go and have dinner at a Mexican restaurant. Another very easy example because we can see here a compound subject. We are talking about my cousin and me, and we are also talking about two actions. We go and have dinner at a Mexican restaurant. Another very easy example. We are talking about two actions. This is a compound predicate, and we are also talking a compound subject. My cousin and me. And for the last example, we have to make a sentence, a kind of sentence that we watch during the class. I'm gonna use this kind of sentence, the interrogative sentence. The interrogative sentence is when you make a question to somebody else. Uh, for this kind of sentence, you have to use a question mark at the end. This is totally different than in Spanish because in Spanish, you use the question mark uh, at the beginning and the end. In the case of English, you have to put the question mark just at the end. What are you doing? This kind of sentence are made with a WH question like what, who, when, whose, and more, right? And we also have to put at the end the question mark. What are you doing? This question mark at the end means that you are making a question to somebody else. You have a doubt. You have a question that needs to be responded. Okay, guys, and this was our video. Thank you so much for watching our
Thank you for watching our homework tutorial of the University Gerardo Barrios English Technician career.